Hey guys, good evening. I know I had a live schedule for earlier, but I ended up having one of my clients that had an actual crisis. So I definitely apologize if anybody was in there waiting. But I definitely had to leave out because again, I had a client that was in a crisis and I had to be there to support them. So welcome back to the channel. Thank you to all the returning subscribers. Welcome to the new subscribers. I'm really not going to keep you here long. This is not a celebrity gossip session, although I might kind of breeze over the earlier information regarding Wendy Williams and her mother passing. But I want to dive first into this right here. Let me just share this, guys. I don't know how many of y'all want to eat human flesh. Now, and it's so ironic because yesterday I was studying the word. I try to get deep into my higher self, and I came across a scripture that was kind of contradictory to some of the things that I've been taught about eating of flesh and pigs and rats and so forth and so on. But let me just get into this right here. Let me share the screen because I really want you guys to see this. I just really was like flabbergasted. I'm waiting on my sound card and all that, so just please bear with me. I will have everything set up shortly properly. So let me make sure you guys can see it. Can you see it? You guys can see it? There we go. All right, let me go ahead and scroll down here. It says, grow your own human steaks meal kit is not technically cannibalism, makers say. I'm not even going to get into too deep, but when you see words like not technically means, well, somewhat technically. So that means that you're eating human flesh. So that's why a lot of these, and I don't like to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but a lot of these agendas or things that you see when people are saying it's becoming, it's normal. I don't like to say it's normal. I like to say it's so common now that people are so accepting of it. So let's just see which one of y'all gonna be eating meat. I'm not even gonna play the video yet. I'm gonna go ahead and just read down into what it says. The saying "you are what you eat" may soon become a lot more literal. A do-it-yourself meal kit for growing steaks made from human cells was recently nominated for Design of the Year by the London-based Design Museum. Named the Ouroboros steaks after the circular symbol of the snake eating itself tail first, the hypothetical kit would come with everything one needs to use their own cells to grow miniature human meat steaks. People say I'm weird. I'm out there. I live in my whole truth. I live my recovery out loud. My journey in life has afforded me to be able to do what I do now, which is serve my people, help the public, and just be available to a vulnerable population that most people forget about: the disabled, the mental health patients, the people that are suffering from addiction. I said all that to say this: I'm always telling people, I'm not a judge or a jury. I always say that. And what somebody does behind their closed doors or in their lifestyle, that's their lifestyle. But I also want people to understand, just because what we choose to do in our own personal life, it does impact other people. I don't care how much we say, well, it's our life, we can do what we want to do. It impacts other people. I'm saying that to say this: we've let so many things become common that now, I kept saying this not even 3 months ago. I promise you guys, I've been saying this. Pedophilia is legal. Borderline, because what they're saying is not technically, you can't technically sleep with a child, but you can do this, that, and the other. Y'all think I'm lying? Go look inside. Go read all the proposed bill that 46, the new incoming 46, is going to be implemented. The first 100 days. Read about what's going to go on the first 100 days while they're in office. I'm not for or against either. I'm not for or against either party. I'm just speaking on facts. I said it pedophilia, we're going to make it okay to, you know, have pedophilia where people are going to be able to openly mess with children. How dare us be okay with shit like that? But you know why we're going to be okay with it? Well, I'm not. But you know why the general consensus is going to be okay with it? Is because they're okay with just eating human flesh. Now, the word, once I got deeper in the word, is, let me get it right. It's Deuteronomy 12, 15 and Deuteronomy 12, 20. See, I'm on it with that word. Pretty much I was having a discussion about, you know, because a lot of us, I don't eat pork. I still eat meat. I was vegan at one point, but I went back to eating meat. I eat meat 3 times a day. I mean, excuse me, 3 times a week, but no pork or anything like that. No shrimp, no lobsters or anything like that. But when I was reading Deuteronomy, if it's to save your life, do you think the Most High would want you to die or starve to death when it's indeed a rat or a pig or even possibly human flesh? So that's what kind of prompted me to want to go over this article when I said it. And oh yeah, let me go back up. This article was published November the 19th of 2020. That's when it was published. So I don't want you to think it's anything old or far-fetched. Let me scroll back up here. I'm going so fast. I'm sorry, guys. My voice hurt too from yesterday still. So I'm scrolling too fast. Okay, people think that eating oneself is cannibalism, which technically this is not. Grace Knight, one of the designers, told Deezen magazine. Of course, you're going to say it's technically not because it's something that you're trying to market and you're trying to make $1. She says, cooking is all about people. Food is maybe the only universal thing that really has the power to bring everyone together. No matter what culture, everywhere around the world, people can eat. People get together to eat. Are these fucking fetuses? Or ears? I don't even want to. It's too gross. Before you go running for your wallet, no, this isn't a product available to buy. It was created by a scientist, Andrew Pelling, an artist, I can't pronounce that name, Telling, and Knight, an industrial designer, on commission by the Philadelphia Museum of Art for an exhibit last year. Now, let me be clear. When you see movies and start seeing shit like this, I don't want to see no potty words. When you start seeing stuff like this, it's already implemented. We just getting the ass end, the butt end of what's already out here and going on and what people are already eating. It's kind of like, I don't know if you guys remember way back in the day, maybe about 15 years ago, when Cat Williams was talking about y'all gonna be eating clone meat. The clone meat was already freaking out there. But everybody thought he was crazy and he was out of his mind and he was belligerent and, you know, he was thinking far-fetched. No, you have to look deeper. This project was made as a critique of the lab-grown meat industry. You hear that? So they're already growing meat anyways, guys. That's one reason why I had stopped eating, you know, meat before. Like now I just try to eat chicken or fish. No tilapia, because tilapia ain't real. Stop eating these fruit that ain't got no seeds in it. I can't tell you what to do, but I'm trying to encourage you to live a more holistic life, whole health and wellness, whole health action management plan. You know what they putting in here? Ah, goodness. Lab-grown meat relies on fetal bovine serum for animal cell cultures through some companies have claimed to have found alternative. FBS, see, they're going to abbreviate it. Fetal bovine serum is made from calf fetus blood after pregnant cows are slaughtered. The fuck? Lab-grown meat has not yet been approved for human consumption, though some products could hit store shelves in the next few years. As the lab-grown meat industry is developing rapidly, it is important to develop designs that expose some of its underlying constraints in order to see beyond the hype. At EuroChef, our goal is to supply everything you need to create cultivated food at home from your own cells. Do you see this fucking shit? And nobody is concerned about all the stuff that we see, but then you'll have populations of people wanting you to advocate for something. And my question is, don't ask me to advocate for shit unless you can answer this question for me. Is the bullshit that you want, or whatever it is you want me to advocate for, how is it improving the community? More specifically, how is it improving the community in our fucking community with our people? How? If you can show me how your behavior or your twerking or the agendas that I see on TV as it pertains to certain populations of men, then absolutely. Absolutely, it's something that's deeper there. You mean to tell me that y'all want to eat fucking human flesh? Now, per the word, I'm sure that the Most High wouldn't want you to starve, but I also believe that the Most High is not going to put you in a situation, if you're living righteously, where you won't have to live lawlessly. See, that's called, if you look in the word, that's being unlawful. Like right now, it's not a time for us to eat flesh and all that, because this is not you might think it is, but from the biblical standpoint, we still have access to be able to get food. So we're not in a lawless time as it relates to that, from that biblical aspect right there. This is crazy as hell. For the collection of sample states on the display in the museum, the team used human cell cultures purchased from the American Tissue Culture Collection and grew them with donated blood that expired and would have otherwise been destroyed. They preserved the final products in resin. Wait, when I read this part, the American Tissue Culture Collection, you know what I immediately thought about? All the missing melanated children. All the missing, how in the, where expired human blood is a waste material in the medical system and is cheaper and more sustainable than that fetal bovine shit from the cows. Are you serious? So who down for that? Who down for that? I think I have one more article. Yeah, I got one more article for that. Who's down for that? Who's gonna eat that? I got one more. Hold on. I got one more article on it. Let me pull up this other article. This is crazy as hell, man. I cannot believe that people actually are going to engage in, well, I can't say that. I can't say what I don't believe. I know that we're subject to anything because we're human and we live in the flesh. Oh, you guys, I'm going to be doing a $500 giveaway on December the 15th, $250 on Facebook Live, and then $250 here on YouTube. So make sure you just subscribe to the channel. I will have my soundboard and all that, so I'll give you guys face back again here shortly. Here's the article title: Steaks grown from human cells spark interest and outrage. An artist project offering an, don't make me tab that word, take on the lab-grown meat industry triggers a debate and backlash in London. It's already here, guys. They wouldn't be doing this. Somebody taste tested that shit. The installation of steak grown from human cells at the Design Museum in London was intended to criticize the meat industry rising use of living cells from animals. So already, you guys, you hear that. You see what I just read. You're already eating fucking dead cells from other animals injected in other stuff. It ended up triggering a rolling debate about bioethics and the pitfalls of artistic critique. So pretty much it's, okay, I'm going to scroll down to here. He collaborated with science to create a project that included a 3D pancake, bioengineered bread, and genetically modified salmon. So you guys really think that we're not already eating this stuff? Well, y'all, because I ain't eating this shit. I got peach trees, plum trees, cabbages, collard greens, onions, squash, relish. I got all that in my backyard. The focus quickly became centered on accusations that they were promoting cannibalism. Do you guys think that they're promoting cannibalism? It was a misinterpretation that became politicized in all the wrong ways because humans eating each other is a taboo topic. It is, but it's nothing new, guys. That is so true, but it's definitely nothing new. I can recall when I lived in Germany the very first time. That's when I first heard about actually what cannibalism was. And it was because we were over there and it was all that snow. And I can't recall what the movie was, but it was a movie that entailed them being like stranded in a plane crash in the mountain with snow, and they had to eat each other. I'm going to scroll down to the last sentence. It says the designers hope that shocking audiences. I am so tongue-tied with the suggestion would trigger an examination of environmental responsibility and the clean meat industry, which has promoted itself as producing kill-free food. We know that's a lie, although most companies heavily rely on fetal. That's the dead animal serum. Dead animals, like, to me, I'm thinking serum is like the plasma, how we have plasma. That's just harvested during the slaughter of pregnant cows for cell cultivation. Do you guys ever think about this? If you think about an animal going out to slaughter and their last emotion is fear, and then you're eating something that last emotion was fear, or whatever that emotion is, and you're eating that meat, you're intaking that energy inside of you. Do you guys think that deep, or you don't even think that deep? I don't know. I'm just trying to see if this article has any. Wow, it says as controversial as the project has become, the bite-sized chunks of meat toured museums around the United States last year without a problem, even when chicken displayed on a dish with silverware. Listen, see, they just telling you about it now for when it was over there in London, but you see where it says that it was here last year in the United States. So that means in 2019, it was in the United States already. So if they're doing this, guys, please do not be naive. This article that you see, this article is factual. I'm going to say allegedly for other things, just for, I ain't got no money. Somebody wants to sue me. But I want you guys to really think about that. If there's a pig, I saw this video, and there are many documentaries about like you are what you eat, and I can't think of that one that's really good that make you just stop eating meat just that day. Just stop. You don't want nothing. But I saw this video where the pig was like really afraid going in to get slaughtered. The chickens, you can see, animals have an instinct. They think of your dog, how your dog responds when you're sad or when they hear something, when you're afraid. Those animals have they have those instincts. They know when something is off or wrong. So when a pig is going in to get slaughtered and they're fear and they're scared, that's the very last emotion, and all those endorphins and all that stuff is coming out in their bodies, they die. That's the bad stuff is being excreted in their bodies because they're afraid. And then you intake that and you eat that. Leave your thoughts at the bottom. I don't even want to go too deep in that because that is food for thought. I will come back a little bit later on and do the video about Wendy Williams' mother. Her mother did pass. And the thing about it is, Wendy said her mom passed weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks ago, which begs the question for me is, was that why her behavior was so odd the past few weeks on her platform? Well, when she was going through that a couple of weeks ago, I don't know. That could be a contributing factor, but condolences to her and her family. Anytime you lose someone, it's definitely altering. We've all experienced that. But yeah, tell me what you guys I don't really want to get too deep into Wendy, but tell me what you guys think about that. I do see 2 comments. I'm sorry, I'm really slow. I'm just getting the hang of YouTube. Not promoting cannibalism. They definitely doing it. I appreciate you so much. I'm trying to grow my channel. I work full time, so it's really hard. And I'm new to this. I'm not tech savvy. But thank you, Hollywood Teaser. I appreciate it. I did go in and subscribe to your channel. Maybe we could collab one day. Who knows? Let's just see what we can do. But I really thank you and I appreciate you for supporting the channel. I definitely have your name down in the giveaway for December the 15th. I'm doing a cash giveaway. So again, thank you for the support. I'm not promoting cannibalism either. I just wanted to put it out there. It is disgusting. It is gross. I mean, for me, I just think about they are already the things that we see that are so common, and people use the term normal now, they're not normal. It ain't normal for a little girl to be walking around talking about wet ass pussy, talking about WAP. That's not normal. That's not, I don't care what it might be common, but it's not normal. It's not normal. That's not normal. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. You know, I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But no, we ain't gonna be eating no human flesh over here. I'm with you on that, Hollywood season. We ain't finna do that. But I just want you guys to give me some feedback. Remember, December 15th, I will be doing a cash giveaway, $500, 250 on Facebook Live, 250 over here on YouTube. So make sure that you comment, subscribe, like, share, and I'll be back with you guys a little bit later with another video. I did not want to stay long. My voice is dragging again, like I had death in the family last week, and then football took me out yesterday. So I'm out. Thank you. No, thank you. It's not. I'm gonna read that. It's not many grown women with good sense on YouTube. I just don't want to be, I don't like we all have, I totally agree with you. We all have our opinions on everything. And I have no problem with anybody's opinion different from mine, because I'm a firm believer we can agree that we disagree. But I'm just not with it's just some of the stuff, just leave it right there. All right. I like what you said. Just leave it right there. All right. I'm out. But again, guys, tell me what you guys think. Are you going to go vegan? You stop eating meat? Don't eat tilapia, because tilapia is not real fish. I'm just trying to put you on some game. Grow your way out of, grow your way into wealth. Every time you go buy a fruit and it has a seed in it, get you some little pots and put that seed in there, and you'll start having stuff grow. You'll have peach trees, plant trees, pear tree, whatever little tree. And that way you can eat more organically. Ain't like I got a forest out there, but you can start small, so that way you'll be able to, you'll know what's in your food. Because after reading this right here, I'm almost scared to go eat anything. I just got my pineapple juice, and I'm just going to drink on that. But I'm out. Thanks again. And you guys stay lifted. Have a great evening, and be safe out there, because there's a lot of shit going on.